Okay, I'm going to roll through biology last week, 4-day week, so we're starting on Tuesday. This was the bell work. Okay, and they had to label this diagram, or rather, they had to identify the labels from this diagram. If you go into your notes, you'll find these two pictures along with these labels. And then there's a list of numbers off to the side that they had to identify. I left this up for a while and challenged them to come up with the organelles that each number is referencing. And then after leaving this up for a minute and having them work, I gave them the word bank. And again, challenged them to try to match them up with the numbers. And then after that, I put this up and we talked our way through each. Now, you will have to add a couple of numbers because the notes are missing a few. 10 is not up here. 10 is chromosomes, which you do not have to know for the quizzes or the test, but that is just another one I had them label. And 14, you did not have to label. I think that's everything, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So the rest are all here. So these are the answers after you've had a chance to work on it for a little bit. The last thing they had to do was color code it. They actually had to color in a printed out copy, which I do not, obviously, I don't have that posted, so that is one that will be optional for you. If you really want to get a hold of the copy to color code, come in and talk to me, and I should have a couple of extras that I could pass out. And that's pretty much it for Tuesday. Talking through it, explaining through those functions really took a good chunk of time. Okay, on Wednesday, that was our bell work. Okay, so this was the bell work. I think I said that already. On Wednesday, I gave them, I think it's worksheet 2, the functions chart, and they completed that. And then after they had completed the chart, they had to sketch out the diagrams from page 206 and 207. And that was pretty much most of the day. Sketching them, searching for those, writing those out. That was all that they had that day, with the exception of finishing up any drawing or coloring they had not finished up from the day before. Okay, Thursday, this was the bell work. We covered a little bit more material on Thursday than we had on the other days. We started off watching this video, which I will link to in the description of this video. I will link to the crash course video. After we watched that, we talked about, the only real difference, the main differences between your plant and animal cells is the cell wall and chloroplasts in plant cells. Okay, then I had them come up and do this, where they had to label some of our key organelles. So there's those. These are key organelles that you'll need to be able to identify on the test or on possible quizzes. Same for a plant cell. Note the addition of the chloroplast and the cell wall. And there is still a cell membrane in a plant cell. And then this is an additional overview that we did not spend much time on. Okay, in your notes, there is this picture of a Venn diagram. I had them delete this Venn diagram and put in a 3 wide by 2 tall table. So we replaced the Venn diagram in the notes with this. And so this is a table that is 2 cells tall and 3 cells wide. And if you just hit enter in the bottom cell, that will allow you to add stuff in multiple lines to it. Okay, and this is the information that they had to put in. These three obviously go in the both section. Okay, prokaryotic versus eukaryotic cells. We just went through and filled in this table, which is next in the notes. Once they had this filled in, we took a little time to talk about what these actually mean. And then on a prokaryotic cell, there's two primary things that we're going to be looking for. That is the presence of the cell membrane, and then DNA is loose in the cytoplasm. It is not contained within the nucleus like it is in a eukaryotic cell. This is the bell work for Friday. And you can see below the bell work there, this is what we did. There they started prepping for a quiz. This is the quiz that I said to wait on until after you had gone through this video. We started the quiz a couple minutes into class. They had this picture while they were doing the quiz. This is a color version of the photograph that they had to analyze for the quiz, that they had to label. After the quiz, they all picked up the procedure for the lab that we're doing this week and started answering those pre-lab questions that are on the first page. And that was pretty much it for last week. Let me know if you have any questions.